Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us again on our next series of education moments with Maxwell Devonshire Realty. I am blessed today to be joined by Chelsey Sarfinchan of Combined, a Chubb Company. She is going to be talking to us today about protection from the unexpected. Of course, you're probably already watching this on our YouTube channel, Maxwell Devonshire Realty Education Webinars, or listening to it on our podcast, Maxwell Devonshire Realty, or of course, watching it live on Facebook as it's happening. So thank you so much, Chelsey, for joining us. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Alex. I really appreciate it. I'll share my screen. Perfect. Good morning, everyone. My name is Chelsey, and I am with Combined, a Chubb company. This is protecting you against the unexpected. As realtors, you're working extremely hard for your clients every single day, and I wanted the opportunity to present to you to share a level of unique lifestyle coverage that would protect you and your clients from anything unexpected that can happen in your lifetime. Now, have you ever been referred to a restaurant before or a cafe before? I'm sure you would have loved to have received a gift card for any one of those things. And that's exactly what our Each One Teach One Thank You program is. So the more introductions I receive, the more gift cards you are eligible for. And it's a great way that I love to say thank you to each and every one of you. So Combined has been around since 1922. It is an old company, but it's kind of been under a rock, and they only ever used to market by knocking on doors. But let me ask you, typically when somebody comes and knocks on your door, you're probably not running and answering it. So the company totally understands this doesn't work anymore. And that's why I decided to be a part of the company, just to educate people this level of coverage even exists. And what makes us so different? So first things first, I never thought I would be in insurance because I really didn't like it. We aren't car insurance, we're accident and sickness coverage. But a lot of my clients say they hate their car insurance because their premiums go up when they have to make a claim or they have to pay a deductible. It can be frustrating. Totally understand how they feel. But what I found out is that this company can actually never raise your rates based on how many times you claim. And we don't have any deductibles, which is pretty unheard of in the industry. We even have policies that if you don't use, you can get 100% of your premiums back, which is pretty cool. So I like to say, take what you know about insurance and throw it out the window, because this company is doing everything differently. Most companies have a 30, a 60, a 90-day waiting period. This company starts from day one. Most companies also stop their benefits at age 65 because that's when things start to go wrong with our health and bodies. But this company does something unheard of and goes till age 85 years old. We also have incredible family plan discounts. So the bigger the family, the bigger the discount, which is great. It's like this company was listening to everything that's wrong with the industry, flipping it on its head. And I'm so excited to share more about this with you today. This is our financial house, and it's the best way to show you how Combined is solving a massive problem for millions of Canadians. So like any great house, we have to have a strong, solid foundation in order to help hold up the house. And in this case, that's you, that's your clients. You're working really hard. You provide for the rest of your family. You're paying your bills, your car insurance, your life insurance. You're paying that debt off. You're putting a lot of extra money into your savings and investments so that hopefully you can retire one day and reach those goals, whatever that looks like for you. So we all kind of understand how this works, but actually there was a study by BNN Bloomberg that states 32% of Canadians have no savings for retirement and 19% have less than $50,000, which does make a lot of sense because I do see a lot of people working quite a bit longer nowadays. Now, a massive reason for that would actually be due to an illness or an injury that happened that was super unexpected to them and their family. And here are some injury statistics for you. So 38% of all vehicle repos are directly attributed where people can't make payments, and 43% of all loan and property foreclosures are the result of a disability. So those numbers are quite large. And obviously this isn't fun to talk about, but Cancer is the leading cause of death in Canada, and about 1 in 4 will die from cancer in their lifetime. So what happens is, because the foundation is cracked, we can no longer pay our bills. We have to increase our debt, pull out of our savings and investments, and our retirement, our goals get further and further away. But what's amazing is that's where this company comes in. So they are income protection and living benefits. So they're protecting you from the unexpected. So you don't have to stress about your bills. You don't have to increase your debt. You don't have to worry about your savings and investments. They can stay in your savings and investments, and you can still retire wherever that may be. Now, our claim to fame is that we do pay. And so I thought I would share some of these claim stories with you. So if you look on the bottom left-hand side, we had a homemaker who slipped on a sock. I know, very random. But thankfully, with our most affordable accident plan, she received over $10,000 tax-free. And then if you look up at the left-hand side, we had a chiropractor who cut his finger while cutting the cheese. Obviously, chiropractors need their hands in order to do their job. He was paid out and so excited to tell all his friends and family that he received a check in the mail. But the real reason why we're here is because of the right-hand side. If you see, there's a machine operator who was diagnosed with an abdominal ulcer, and that was due to some complicated medical things that happened to him. And Combined was really there for him. He was able to receive $54,000. He didn't have to stress about his bills. He didn't have to increase his debt, and he was taken care of in his time of need. I thought I would also share some realtor claims with you. So we had a realtor who slipped in the shower, busted her eye open. As a realtor, you need your eyes, you need your body in order to meet clients, but thankfully was paid out $4,200. One of my good friends is a group benefits specialist, sprained his ankle while golfing, was paid out $2,300. So we do pay out for everything in between, minor things and major things. Now, when you're considering doing business with an insurance company, you want to make sure, number one, is the company licensed? Number two, is the company financially strong and solvent? And number three, are they actually going to pay my claim when they say they will? And the answer is yes to all three. The reason why is because we're backed by a multi-billion-dollar company called Chubb. And since inception, this company has paid out over $26.8 billion. If you look on the left-hand side of your screen, you will see a reserve for policyholder benefit of $2.5 billion. It's basically a massive bank account to be able to pay out our policyholders when they need it the most. And if I direct your attention to the right-hand side on the bottom, in 2021, $129 million was paid out in claims to local Canadians like yourselves for minor things like stitches and broken bones to massive things like car accidents, cancer, heart attack, and stroke. And all those people were so thankful to have this level of coverage for them and their family. Isn't it great for a change that there's a company that actually wants to be known for paying claims? And I'm sure you're all starting to see why Canadians need to know about this. Some features and benefits of our products and how we differ from a traditional insurance company. So like I said, we have no waiting periods. It's day one coverage. It's also unlimited claims. Your premium does not go up due to the amount of times you claim. It's coverage at home, at work, and at play, 24/7, Canada and the USA. The plans are customizable. You're not locked into a contract. Pays in addition to any other forms of coverage that you could have. And there's no income verification on our basic plans. I thought I would share with you this morning our flagship product, just so you can get a better understanding and how you could talk to your clients about this level of coverage for them and their family. So this is our emergency hospital plan. Now, if you've ever been to the hospital before, you can agree that it's an emergency and you need to be there. Have you noticed that it's often full of people who never thought they'd be sick or hurt, and there might not be enough doctors, there might not be enough beds? Combined noticed this, and they're actually changing the game, and they're going to focus all their attention to where it's needed. Let's say something happened to you or a loved one, like you got in a car accident driving to your client's house, or your child or your friend had a bad concussion. Let's say they had to spend a full day in the hospital, which we all know is of course not what we want, but as we said before, the hospital is totally full of lots of situations like this. So for example, you're going to make $300 each day you're in the hospital. Obviously, you don't have to pay to be in the hospital, But going back to our financial house, what's happening to your bills? Are you having to increase your debt, get childcare? The list goes on. Let's say it's more serious and you have to be in intensive care. We're adding an additional $1,200. You're getting up to $1,500 each day you're in intensive care. Now, obviously, that doesn't take away the pain, but it really helps to know that you're getting paid each day you're forced to be in the hospital. Now, ambulances in Alberta cost about $400, so it's not fun to have to get a surprise bill in the mail for that. This company is going to reimburse you up to $600 for that. So let's recap. You're getting $300 each day you're in the hospital, up to $1,500 in ICU, and up to $600 for an ambulance reimbursement. Not too bad. This is the best part of the plan. This is our recovery benefit. I'm sure you can all agree here, hospitals are not hotels. They're going to kick you out far sooner than you're ready to go home. So we have this recovery plan. For example, if you spend 1 day in the hospital, you'd be guaranteed that $300 plus our 10-day minimum recovery, which would be $3,300 for a 1-day stay in the hospital. Now, let's say it's more serious and you're in the hospital for 7 days. We're actually able to triple your recovery time to up to 21 days. So you'd receive up to $8,400 for a 1-week stay in the hospital. Again, not taking away the pain, but taking away the financial stress for you and your loved ones. We also have a plan that if you're not forced to be in the hospital, but you break a bone or you need a day surgery or you fracture something, we're going to pay you up to $300 a day for up to 14 days. So you'd receive up to $4,200 for a break or a day surgery. Now, what's absolutely incredible about these plans is that is also unheard of in the industry is there's no income verification or dangerous activity restrictions or occupational restrictions. You can do whatever you want for fun, whatever you want at work, and you're covered 24/7. I thought I would just share what the pricing is of these plans are in case you are talking to your clients, or if you know anyone in your circle of friends, your circle of influence that would love to be educated about this level of coverage. This is our Cadillac plan. Our basic entry plan is 14. Family plans are 34, just so you know what to say. I often get asked, what if I'm not hospitalized? That is a great question. So we have a plan that you actually have the option to get 100% of your premiums back, like I shared in the beginning, which a lot of people absolutely love. So it's a forced savings plan with built-in insurance. So at the end of a 20-year term, you're getting paid out if you never used it. If you had to use some of it, you're just getting less than whatever you needed to use. So it's a great plan that way. And we also have a loyalty program built into that as well. This is our super simple claim process. Because we do pay claims, it's great that this is so easy and user-friendly. One form for you, one form for your doctor. We submit it online and claims are getting paid out within 5 days now, which is remarkable for an insurance company. Thought I would share some more claims because, like I said, our claim to fame is that we pay. So we've had carpenters, roofers, children, teenagers, electricians, realtors, kids, anything like that being paid out. I really appreciate your time today. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Chelsey. I'll stop that. Feature. Perfect. We are good. So there doesn't seem to be any questions, but what's the best way for someone to reach out to you?
Either via email, text, call, any of that works.
Okay, are you able to say what your email address is, just so those listening on the podcast can hear it, and then I can put it in the comment section on YouTube?
Yes, so it's Chelsey@supplemental.com.
And the Chelsey is spelled CHELSEY. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much, Chelsey. It's been a pleasure having you, and thank you for shedding some light on some additional wonderful insurance coverages. Always nice to see a realtor up there actually getting able to get a disability claim, as that is pretty rare in the insurance world. So thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Same to you.
And everyone listening, please subscribe to YouTube, Maxwell Devonshire Realty, and educational webinars. And download this podcast on our podcast on Buzzsprout, Maxwell Devonshire Realty. Have a great day.